We're here. We're recording on a
Friday.
Nigga. Vibes are way different.
Vibes. We're gonna see what this podcast is.
It feels like I don't know. It feels like it's the freaking weekend, baby. About to have me some fun.
Gross.
Talk about police brutality. But it's the weekend.
It's Friday. No, I was working.
Yeah.
No, the thing that happened. The thing that I was like, look, there's a 25% chance this might happen, but it's 20. It probably won't.
Yeah.
Then it happened.
Damn.
They put me on work.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, okay.
This whole episode almost didn't happen. I'll tell you this. Me and Ashton were hanging out last night with some old friends. It was nice. Some Houston friends. And as we were saying our goodbyes, you said to me, the last thing you said, you were like, see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. And I said back very confidently, see you tomorrow at 3. Mm-hmm. But in my head, I was like, oh, shit. I guess I don't get to just go to bed when I go home.
Oh, no.
Looks like I got a late night and an early morning.
The thing is, the whole time we were there, I was thinking, wow, Joffrey really got his shit together. He's like,
no, not at all, dude.
I was like, yeah, okay. But then that didn't dawn on me.
Remember last week we were talking about the New York summer vibes?
Yeah.
The New York summer vibes, they've seeped too deeply into my brain. I'm losing touch with reality.
I mean, this is going to be a silly one, gang. this one. We're all going to be learning at the same time. No.
We are. Yeah. All right, folks. Ashton's laughing at me. Good vibes all around.
It's crazy that I'm laughing at you because you're the one. You're the workhorse. You're the workhorse here. It's funny because you got your. It's funny when you ever see a serious person trip. It's always funny. Joffrey. Oh, he got his shit together, so now he's stumbling. It's a little funny.
I mean, look, I still do. We're sitting here with a completed document.
That's why
in front of us.
I literally said it's crazy that I'm making fun of you, but somehow I am. It's so goofy.
Well, what's crazy is that if you hadn't just said that sentence to me last night, I don't know if I would have remembered.
I was literally sitting there like, damn, dude, Joffrey. Oh, it must be because it must be that summertime. It is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
no, it's opposite happened. I'm thinking the summertime. You got so much time to just do the work, but the opposite happened.
The opposite, yeah.
Which deservingly so, nigga. Live your life.
Summertime.
Live your life. Be happy. It's the most New York summer of New York.
Yeah,
it's a New York ass summer.
Yeah, it's Jalen Brunson's fault. It's Zoran's fault.
Truly, this word. I mean, niggas.
Damn you, Zoran!
I cannot believe how there's been niggas who've been drinking every day just at a playoff game since fucking the New Year.
They're like, Nixon, 6? It's like, it's over. It's over. We won.
July 4th? No. Messi. Everything is done now.
Yeah.
Now you just got to find a new reason to binge drink. That's what's really going to be the sad part of the World Cup.
All of these people trying to bring themselves to root for England or Norway, whatever boring teams that are left. Boring in terms of it's just white people. That's all I mean by that. I don't mean anything about soccer.
I have no affiliation to any of them. It's just every time I see Argentina, it's just like, oh my God, we love them. Yeah. Oh my God, they threw a banana at ISO speed or something. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are so many people?
Yeah.
Messi, leave them. Why is Messi with them?
Is he Argentinian?
I don't know. Maybe.
Me neither. Probably.
Is that how the world?
Probably. I think it would be a safe bet we could both make. I don't think it's like they do a draft every year like the NBA. I think
I forgot I forgot the World Cup is ethnically
national,
ethno-national,
just national.
Sure.
Yeah.
But sure, international. That's why.
Yeah.
I just maybe all I knew was David Beckham, and I knew he kept switching teams, so I was like, why?
Yes, but that was like Manchester. England, like those are like.
I get it. They all have their like America has its different whatever. I don't get it. Let me not act like I understand football.
That was and I'm realizing this in real time as well. I'm assuming that was the British teams, Manchester, another one. I can't think of one because I don't really know nothing about soccer. But this, it's like the Olympics, the World Cup.
They send their best.
You
team.
can't go and play for just whoever team you want in the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
You got to play for America.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I only watched one game. It was very fun.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Was it though?
The game I watched was funny because it was just like it was elevated in the sense of just like it's on a big ass TV. Also,
big TV.
I was with people who they weren't drinking, so they were just like completely loved the game. They were like drunk off of their love of the game.
Wow.
And so and they knew every player. They knew every what made them strong, weak. They were they just knew the game. They were literally commenting on the game. So
I think a good way to measure, because I try to not be the guy who's American who's like soccer is boring.
No, I don't want to patronize.
But I am that. Okay. I am American, and I do feel that soccer is boring. That's just a feeling. So I was like, how do I need to work on this? Like, what's wrong with me that I'm so ignorant? But then I was at a somewhere, and they were playing a game. And here is my thought I had, like my measurement for like how to objectively say the game you're watching is a boring game or a fun game. And to me, it's like the amount of like big cheers that happen. So if you're watching a basketball game, at any moment there could be a big cheer, a big moment of excitement on either side of the court, back and forth all game. I feel like you're watching soccer, there's like very few of those moments. There's a lot of moments like this where it's like,
it is the edging. Soccer, I feel it is a huge edging sport. It is just like almost. No, not yet. Yeah. Literally, the scores are.
I don't have the patience or the discipline for that.
The scores are 2-1, nigga. Anytime you get to a game, this is the thing. The moment I got pissed off. Now I'm not trying to patronize soccer. I just genuinely. If a sports game,
you gotta remember we're not just American. We're both Texan.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of anti-soccer shit we gotta battle against.
Yes, honestly, this might be.
We're proud of ourselves just not using homophobic slurs to describe soccer, which is how we have been culturally trained.
Yeah, no,
we're trying.
I just I saw 99 minutes on a scoreboard. And I was like, well, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this?
Supposed to say some shit like 12 minutes.
99 minutes. And then the referee, I was like, when is it over? And I swear to God, everybody was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, no, there's like a clear
The game is over whenever the ref goes, all right.
No, exactly. Literally.
I was about to say the same thing. Ref goes, all right,
guys. I think we're done here. That's literally.
We go home.
I literally those professional commentators who I were with, I was like, so when does it end? And they're like, shit. Yeah. Maybe the ref will throw 9 minutes. Maybe he'll throw 3 because the ref I guess there's made up time. I know there's like they add extra time. They keep the clock going. That's what they do. They don't take timeouts. They don't take they just keep the clock going. And then for like those moments where there were timeouts or were breaks or whatever, something happened, they adjust and add that time to the end of the game and they play out that time. From what I am aware of.
Yeah.
But I still don't know, nigga.
A lot of changes I would make to the game of soccer personally. I feel confident that I can't have the right to say that, and I'm a proper authority figure. Yeah. Let them use their hands. Like, it's really hard to not use your hands. I just feels like that's an impediment to.
I agree. Also, why not bring a gun?
I was about to say the same thing.
Add a gun.
You should be allowed to use your hands and guns.
And like run with it and just shoot niggas until you.
Now that's a good American game. Now we're getting somewhere,
I got
folks.
the ball. They just run out with the ball. I own this ball. This is my property rights.
Yeah, for our American draft, for our World Cup, we draft Keanu Reeves. We draft Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
But
anyways, let's get to our little podcast here that we do about the police. So here's what cops in America did to us this last week, starting with ICE cops in Maine fatally shoot an unarmed man, R.I.P. Johan Sebastian Duran Guerrero.
ICE cops in Georgia have a man die in their custody. R.I.P. Jesus Manuel Arenas Silva.
Cops in Orange County, Florida, fatally shoot a woman suffering a mental health crisis. R.I.P. Rosalia Hodges.
Cop in Orlando, Florida will face no criminal charges after fatally hitting a pedestrian. R.I.P. Milagros Ortiz.
Cop in Florida fatally hits a 6-year-old girl going 100 miles per hour because he was late for work. Victim's name has not yet been released.
Cop in Melbourne, Florida is on video dislocating a teenager's elbow in a case of mistaken identity.
Cops in Ormond Beach, Florida are facing a lawsuit for assaulting a woman during an arrest.
Cop in Anderson County, South Carolina is charged with punching a handcuffed man.
Cop in Buffalo, New York is on video assaulting a woman.
Cop in New York City is charged with attempted sexual assault.
Cop in New York City is charged with sexually assaulting his girlfriend.
Cop in Jacksonville, Florida is on video punching a handcuffed man.
Jail cop in San Francisco is charged with sexually assaulting an inmate.
Cop in Newport News, Virginia is charged with sexual assault.
Cop in Mooresville, North Carolina is arrested for child sex crimes.
Cop in South Jersey is arrested for child sex crimes.
Cop in Oldham County, Kentucky is indicted for domestic violence.
Cop in Las Vegas arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Summersville, South Carolina is arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Florence, Alabama is arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Broward County, Florida is arrested for domestic violence for the 4th time in 6 months.
Cop in Atlanta kills a dog.
Cop in Sioux City, Iowa kills a dog.
Woo!
Yep.
And those aren't even your weekly headlines.
Right? Yeah.
We're recording this on Friday.
I was thinking like, oh man,
they're still today.
Are we not going to have enough stories if we're only doing half a week? How dare I underestimate our heroes in blue?
Don't sleep on the police, bro.
That was my bad. I'll never do that again.
Why would you ever underestimate them? They will fuck up from the date Sunday 12 o'clock.
Yeah, they don't forget like I do. They remember.
I'm assaulting a dog. I don't care what nobody say. Monday morning,
yeah,
I'm fucking up a dog.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
But what are these stories for today?
Yeah. So we are first going to dive in to a little story coming out of Columbus, Ohio. Reading here from the Columbus Dispatch. Columbus police officer attempting to shoot dog wounds fellow officer.
Damn.
A Columbus police officer was the victim of friendly fire from another officer while responding to a domestic dispute July 14th at an apartment homes complex on the city's northeast side, a police spokesperson said. Sergeant James Fuqua said officers responded just after 6 p.m. to a domestic dispute in the 2600 block. Medics took the officer, whose injuries were not life-threatening, with 2 Columbus police cruisers and a fire division vehicle following behind, all with lights on, along Interstates 270 and 670 to Ohio Health Grant Medical Center. Fuqua would not say how many years the 2 officers involved have been with the division of police. The department did not immediately respond to the dispatch's follow-up questions on July 15th. When they arrived, the officers encountered a black Rottweiler. Fuqua said, quote, an interaction occurred between one of the officers and the dog, Fuqua said. Hilarious euphemism on the on the part of the police. Oh, we had a police-dog interaction. You know how you have interactions with dogs? You pet them, you scratch them, you attempt to murder them with a gun.
Yeah, no, everything goes through the police PR language machine. You can't just be like, dude, can you just talk normal? We had a police interaction.
Yeah. Sir, sorry to bring you this news, but one of our officers interacted with your dog, and now it has 4 holes in it.
We had an officer involved cuddling.
Exactly.
Officer
This is, as much as we like to make fun of the police, get our ha-has off about hiding behind our microphones, it's easy to forget the dangers being a police officer. At any moment, you could get shot by a police officer
reckless,
who was trying to shoot
thug.
who's trying to shoot an animal, a pet, a beloved pet.
Got to get these people off the streets.
Yeah. They're dangers. They're criminals. So Fuqua would not say, okay, I already read that. Quote, An interaction occurred between one of the officers and the dog, Fuqua said. He was not sure what happened and said the dog would be part of the investigation. He was not sure what happened and said that would be part of the investigation. The officer tried to shoot the dog and ended up shooting another officer, he said, but declined to say where the wounded officer was hit. Medics took the officer, whose injuries were not life-threatening, with 2 Columbus police cruisers and a fire. Yeah, they already said this. This article is obsessed with exact addresses. I'm sorry.
It is. I'm like...
Yeah. It's like they're doing what they can to cover for how embarrassing of a story this is for the cops.
More words in it. And they were at the library, which is at 6800. Yeah, no.
What are all these details that are not about the fact that a cop tried to shoot a dog,
what
first
did the
of all,
dog do?
missed, and shot another cop?
I've heard so much addresses. What did the dog do?
Exactly.
What did it? We got a warrant for this dog's arrest. He was a bad boy. He was being
yeah. Usually what happens is that a dog barks, you know?
Scares the shit out of
Yeah.
My bad.
Exactly. The dog, like, just communicates in the only way it knows how when there is an intruder angrily entering the apartment with horrendous vibes.
Luckily, all dogs go to heaven, so story ends good.
Yeah.
No. Oh, they shot
the dog. They missed.
They shot the
dog. The dog. Well, let's keep going because there is a funny little epilogue to this. Fuqua would not say that. Okay, no one was charged in the domestic dispute as it was determined to have been an argument, okay? So really absolutely nothing of value came from this whatsoever.
Yeah, just another day. Making the streets safe.
Yeah, exactly. What'd you do today, honey? Oh, man.
You should have seen it. He was like $50.
Did you arrest anyone? Well, being an officer is not always about
maybe this is
enforcing the law
and constantly having to pull your gun out for every fucking interaction. It seems like the dog didn't bite anybody at all, even after a gun was shot.
Yeah,
seems like there's no records of a dog bite or them having to actually put the dog down because it was violent. Just seems like a dog was there. Maybe he got scared, shot his fellow officer, and then now that's the story. And then the dog just calmed down or something. The dog is no longer a threat somehow.
Yeah, they did include this line. Fuqua said the dog was also shot.
Oh no!
But media on the scene reported the dog was walking freely and did not appear to be injured.
Damn. Damn.
So again, it seems like they're very embarrassed that they missed the dog. That this man can't shoot.
Dog walking around that cop body like, they call me the bitch. I'm the bitch. Nah, bro. Get up.
Yeah, dude. The dog is in the background doing ballet twirls and stuff while the cop is being loaded up on the stretcher.
Dog's like, I'm just playing. I'm not dead. I was just playing. I'm not dead, y'all.
Yeah. It seems like they're so embarrassed of missing the dog that they would rather be like, no, we shot that dog. Don't get me wrong. We injured that beloved pet.
Yeah,
we did what we set out there to do, to put a bullet in something.
That's so. Yeah, this is a good story. I mean, I don't like the dog getting shot because
the dog didn't get shot. In my heart, the dog didn't get shot. And also in my heart, the cop got shot in the leg.
Oh,
he's going to be totally fine. Really makes an ideal story for this podcast. Yeah. What is the point of this podcast? It's stories like this.
Truly is.
The cop's fine.
Okay, I'm glad you said it.
The cop's all right.
I was struggling. I feel like it needed to be said, but I don't want to say it.
The cop is fine. Trust me, y'all. Everyone listening, you can trust me because I believe in my heart. When you also, believe,
it's Friday. We kind of didn't really do the full.
The dog is okay. The cop is okay. The cop tried to shoot a dog.
Is also okay.
Shot his friend.
He actually got promoted. He's actually super okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your tenacity out there is.
Yeah.
But that's a funny story. Let's check out. I guess it's my turn. I don't know because these articles aren't fucking highlighted.
Yes, they're not highlighted, but we go in alternating order. If you're confused as to if you're supposed to read the next article or not, the audience will tell you. I think it's Ashton's turn now. But you're right. Look, I'm telling you, I almost messed up this week.
So if I fuck up any of these words,
it's my fault.
Yeah. If I don't know what a certain 3-syllable word is pronounced,
that's my fault.
That's Joffrey's fault because I would have known how that was said if there was highlighter in the back illuminating the words. But so here we go. Augusta, Maine, via the Boston Herald. ICE officer in Maine shooting has history of violent behavior, family, and records say. So
wait, sorry to interrupt this early. I think before we dive into this, let's give like a little brief background synopsis. So this is another story that our audience probably has heard about because within 2 weeks, ICE killed a man in Houston and now a man in Maine. Both are very similar. Both were traffic stops, which has now been one of the centerpieces of conversation of whether ICE should or should not keep doing these traffic stops. And both cases, none of the officers were wearing body camera footage, so we will never get that body camera footage.
And that's legal under the Trump administration?
Yes. In Houston, none of them were wearing body cam. In this main story, I believe some of them were wearing body cam, but they didn't have them on. Ridiculous, right? And both these stories have the similar thing where the ICE agents will claim, just like they did with Renee Good, just like they lied with Renee Good, that this person, whether it's an activist and a mother, Renee Good, or these two fathers who are just trying to work and revive their family, they're claiming that these individuals all of a sudden decided, I'm going to murder a federal agent with my car today, and that's why the ICE agents had to fatally shoot them. So in what's even more interesting, what's even crazier about this main incident is that they haven't even specifically said the ICE agent felt that their life was in danger. The reason they gave for why this ICE officer shot was that it was in the interest of public safety. So I think that specific is very interesting because it seems like they're not even trying to say their life is in danger. Seems like they're trying to go with an even more vague explanation. We don't have yet any footage, like, surveillance footage, whatever there could be, of the incident made public. But what we do have is right before the shooting, right before a trigger was pulled. And what you see is ICE agents on either side of this car trying to open the doors from the side, and the car is not cooperating, and it's just kind of driving in a circle. That's what you see. The car is driving in a circle, and it's going slow. It's like going the speed you would if you're starting from a standstill. And again, I when you see that's what led to the shooting, you can't really imagine that anyone's life could be in danger, except obviously the person inside the car surrounded by the psycho federal agents with guns and complete impunity. So that's basically what we know so far. So I'll throw it back to you, Ashton. This article is about the officer who is alleged to have pulled the trigger.
The Immigration and Custom Enforcement officer who shot a Colombian man in Maine this week is an Army veteran who has struggled with serious mental health issues since early childhood and never should have been given a badge and a gun to patrol American streets, several of his close relatives told the Associated Press. David Bruletti has a history of terrifying and violent behavior, according to those relatives. They accused him of attacking women in his life over the years, and one shared a voicemail with the AP from last winter in which he told her that he thought someone should slit her throat. Brulette, 37, told his ex-wife Ashley Brulette late last year that he had been hired by ICE. She said that because of his long history of psychiatric issues, she thought he was having a mental health episode, and she didn't believe him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They hired him. They hired him, a man who, if he told other people he got hired by ICE, the people in his life would be like, "You are absolutely crazy." That idea is so insane that you sound like you're having you should be condemned. You should be put into a mental institution because that idea alone is insane. And yet somehow
if you have if you have a semblance of faith in the system, you would think, hell no. No fucking way you got hired to have a gun and enforce the law.
Background mechanisms exist. The first level should weed people like you out.
Yeah.
And yet this person's own ex-wife is like
one of his ex-wives.
Is like you are in a psychosis. You are in AI psychosis, clearly. Like, wow, that is damn. But she didn't realize he'd been telling the truth until this week when videos began circulating online of the moments surrounding the shooting.
Holy shit.
What a oh my God, dude. Ashley Brulette told the AP that she spoke to her ex-husband in a Facebook audio call. Sorry. And he acknowledged that he had killed Duran Guerrero. Their 18-year-old daughter, Madison Brulette, also told the AP that her father called her Wednesday and said that he shot and killed Duran Guerrero. So this guy's just going around, I killed him.
Yeah,
I shot him. I killed him. And the people who are like, this guy shouldn't be an ICE agent, are saying, he's just calling us, telling.
Yeah.
And this is up for investigation. The guy who did it is literally.
Well, it's like it makes sense because what is one thing we've been covering about ICE for a year now is their complete lack of standards and training in their mad dash to hire more ICE agents because they're trying to meet these fucking quotas, these deportation quotas. I mean, isn't it not allowed to have quotas? I mean, I know we've asked this question many times, but this is exactly why quotas are generally not allowed in law enforcement. Now, look what happened. Oh, we have to meet this high number of deportations a week. Oh, well, then we have to hire this many new people to carry out this morally reprehensive act. Oh, we can't hire enough people. It's not going fast enough. Oh, let's lower our standards so that we can hire enough people. Obviously, some shit like this is going to happen. You are hiring literal psychopaths. Surprise, surprise. The people who want to sign up for this undertaking, some of them are going to be like this, especially if you're not doing no training and no background checks.
You're hiring psychopaths and incentivizing them to go out there and manufacture like these incidents to like boost up their numbers, and it's just increasing the chances of violent interactions to happen over and over. And then you see it like this. My thing is, they don't even need to be the fucking immigration deportation quotas. They don't even need to be doing that no more because Trump. They don't even give a fuck about that no more. Deportation, quote, 3,000 people a day. MAGA people are so distracted, they are not even on immigration anymore. They're like, the fucking Iran, the White House wrestling, NASCAR. Like, these motherfuckers are so distracted. Like, this entire immigration deportation project that they've been asking for, they're not even like paying attention to, caring about. It's no longer part of their like.
Well, it seems to be a smaller and smaller group. Like these Trump loyalists seem to just be like these kind of the archetype I see is just like the older like Fox News boomer. Is the ones that is left that are still like we gotta stand up for Israel and let them know that we're their partner. Like the ones who are ignoring Israel, ignoring Epstein, are still the ones who are gung ho about this deportation thing. Otherwise, it seems like it's less popular than ever with his own base.
Oh no, MAGA's done. MAGA's cooked. It's like Trump is still in power, but like the culturally, MAGA has felt over
Yeah.
like for a minute. It's in its just so many aura losses and just like just culturally their vibe is shit is shifted.
The being a pedophile aura loss cannot be.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest aura losses you could have is being a known pedophile.
Shit, damn, dog. It's like settled in, like the MAGA shit. Don't nobody give a like when people see MAGA support, even like the MAGA archetype. You see like a fat guy with his family with that red hat, and like it feels like an old trope already. It feels like a purple-haired liberal. Like this is a tired old trope. And ideologically, people are the Republican Party is fractured to the point where they're questioning why are we sending all this money to Israel? And you'll think like literally white nationalists are out here. They're bombing kids in Palestine as if they care about fucking brown kids, but because it goes against Jews and shit, they're willing to speak up for brown kids in Palestine and shit. But that whole
I would honestly give them more credit than that. Like I think yes, a lot of it is primarily could be rooted in anti-Semitism, but I don't know if I like totally agree with that assumption. Like I think a lot of them just are like it's so crazy what we're seeing in Gaza that it does unplug them from their normal narrative that they follow, the propaganda that they subscribe to.
Yeah.
And they're like, they go like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I cannot subscribe to this anymore.
Yeah, but the thing that they're
I think the Epstein shit though helped push them over the edge to that.
But my thing is because I feel like I'm seeing like what the cultural like vibe is right now, and it is obviously you got a lot of like DSA progressive in the Democratic Party. You get a lot of DSA progressive wing really making a big swing over the time right now, and then you on the right side you have a big fracturing of like the Israel, Iran, people who are like no new wars, the Epstein shit. But also like what's the people who are coming from emerging from that like the fall of this MAGA era are like literally white nationalist pundits like Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes, who on the surface will talk about like Israel's doing this and and the Palestinian, like they'll sound like they're if you catch a 5-second clip, it'll almost sound like they're siding with Palestine because they're on the right reasoning, but dig deeper, it's just anti-Semitism, and even deeper, it's just nationalism that they like. They like white Christian nationalism that they just want to be able to, and that's what I think it goes against their ideas. It's like, again,
I find myself pushing back against that a little bit. Like personally, like. I'm willing to give it to them on face value that like we agree on this issue. We disagree on a ton of other issues, but what's happening in Gaza is so horrendous, so anti-human that the people like here's where I will agree with you on it. I think with Tucker Carlson, like I think it's opportunistic, like you know what I mean? But I don't think I necessarily need to characterize their support for Gaza as purely coming from an anti-Semitic place. Like I don't see reason for that. I see reason to assume it's opportunistic, that it's self-serving, but I still could like it could still be like at the same time genuine support for the people of Gaza, a new thing for them. But again, what we're seeing is a brand new thing.
No, listen. Good on John. He's better than me. He's seeing the good in white nationalists. Me, I'm a little different. I'm built a little different. It feels a little. I think that they use that as a mask.
I just don't care. Like I don't care.
No,
like
yes, it's good that they agree.
I think like the most important thing when it comes to Gaza is for all of this shit to stop. And 100%. So I see a coalition forming that like I see the potential, and it's just not just me. People are like very recently, like in the last week, are talking about the possibility of like a bipartisan coalition that could run independent and this issue. That there's people on both sides who want to see the end. And I would be on board. I would literally be on board with that. That is my number one issue.
I'm not saying there's no conservatives out there who are like who don't genuinely believe like, oh, this is a. I mean, you look at the voting record, you would think the same thing for Democrats, but one, I wasn't my initial point because I think you like focused it in on the Palestine when I was saying like the MAGA movement is over and like these people that are coming up. I know you're saying that the people who are spearheading the new, like taking the torch from the MAGA movement, like the Tucker Carlsons and the Nick Fuenteses, I think they are white nationalists, even though it's easy to like see their messaging on Palestine.
Of course, they're white nationalists. I'm not saying they're not white nationalists. I'm not saying I am a fan of these people. I am just saying that Nick Fuentes, I don't really know. I never really get Nick Fuentes clips on my phone. I can't really speak on him. But for me, with Tucker Carlson, like I am happy that he is speaking up for it, especially because he's on the right. I think that's what we need.
No,
like,
you're right.
I don't want like, oh, you can only support Palestine if I agree with you on other issues. Like, I want everyone to come in and fucking end this shit.
That's what I'm saying. You're hyper focusing on Palestine. I was just saying the point that I was making was just about who's spearheading them.
Okay.
MAGA movement.
Yes. Or the fracture of the MAGA movement.
Who's taking the torch? That's just the point I was making. Yeah. But yes, I don't have any
Tucker Carlson. What's that meme of? So I don't know the origin of this meme, but it's like the black guy in like a yellow mustard suit, and he's outside in a park, and he's behind a tree, and he's like rubbing his hands this. He looks like that's Tucker Carlson right now, seeing what's happening with the conservative movement. He's like, oh shit.
You like, hey man, why you fuck with Russia so much? Hey man, stop asking me about that. Hey man, why you keep? How come you can get into Russia? He got called out by a journalist. They're like, he's like, Russia's a dictatorial state. He's like, and then Tucker Carlson was like, it's fine, it's lovely. And then he's like, you've never been? And the journalist was like, I can't go. They don't let journalists in. How did you get in? And then Tucker Carlson was like, we gotta talk about all this. This is beyond the point. But
I'm sure Russia is a lovely place.
It's Earth.
Exactly.
Earth is fire. But
let's go back to this article about the story in Maine.
We were continuing from the family and the girlfriend and the daughter, or the ex-wife, saying that this guy is not fit to be an ICE fucking agent. And here's some further background with the family. David and Ashley Brulette were high school sweethearts who got married in 2007. She said she divorced him in 2009 because he had become physically violent with her, which began after she got pregnant with her daughter. According to Ashley Brulette, he once threw boiling water at her while she was holding their child, an incident her mother, Avis Collins, also recounted. Yeah, let's give this guy keys to our public safety. Let's put this guy out on the streets. Like literally the definition of a person who should be rehabilitated. And this man clearly has mental health fucking deep psychotic issues. The abuse continued after she left him, she said. David Brulette does not appear to have a criminal record in Maine, as a check with the Maine Department of Public Safety returned no records for him.
Crazy.
But hundreds of family court records obtained from the Augusta District Court Clerk's office details years of allegations of physical and verbal abuse raised by his second ex-wife on behalf of herself and his daughters. The ex-wife, whom the AP is not identifying because she fears retaliation, alleged that he had stalked and harassed her and physically and verbally abused his daughter, according to multiple requests for temporary protection orders. Brulette tackled his teenage daughter and smashed spaghetti in her hair, and during another outburst, he dragged his daughter around the house as she cried.
Literally a fucking psychopath. Like, going beyond just violence and going into, like, psychotic, torturous, belittling. You get what I'm trying to say? Like this
is who they. I mean, when you're talking about a policing agency, this is the person that should be getting off the streets.
Yeah,
this is literally the person, a guy who's a serial domestic violence child abuser. Like that's who you're hiring as.
Yeah. It's like you're a recruiter for ICE, and then like literally the Joker comes and sits in front of like Heath Ledger, like makeup and everything, and he's laughing maniacally, and you're like, so Mr. Joker, when can you start?
I like that you smile. I like that.
Yes.
I like the vibes. But yeah, no, this is literally. But I mean, it's just like we're not protected by our. I think the ultimate message, and it's that we're always being sent out by our policing agencies is that we are not protected by our judicial forces, whatever the term you use to describe the policing in all departments in America, whether it be ICE or cops, or we're just not there. It's not like, let it be known. It's like the meta around them, because I feel like the thing that drives us crazy, what drives me crazy, is the what is expected and what we get. Like, and I'm always give them the benefit of the doubt of being like, isn't it crazy? They're supposed to be acting like what we expected. But maybe what we get is what we should expect, or like that is what we need to. We need to change our perception of these people and get rid of the, sugar coated.
Yeah, I think it's almost poetic. Like it mentioned in this article just like a second ago that this man has no criminal record in Maine. Like that's a great little microcosm of our justice system. Like this man, it's listing like horrific things he's done to his loved ones.
It has not been stopped, actually.
And this man, according to the state, has never committed a crime and instead is an enforcer of the law.
It would be like in the Wild Wild West when they put the wanted poster for murder, crime, bootlegging, and then you'd be like, oh shit, you want him to take him to jail? No, he's wanted to give a job. We want to hire him. This is clearly that $15,000 under his head. That's his salary. That's what we get. Like
that's Wild Wild West.
Yeah, the Western. When they have wanted posters.
Is that Will Smith?
No, not the movie. Just the West.
Oh, okay.
Just like the West in general. Wanted.
I get it. My brain kind of checked out because I haven't seen that movie. What the fuck is he talking about? Now I get it.
About wanted posters.
I get it now. That was good.
No,
good analogy.
Fine. I'm gonna read.
My bad, bro. My bad.
He said, "Is that the plot?" I haven't seen. I'm talking about.
I was literally about to make fun of you. I was like, man, this guy loves Will Smith. That's not Men in Black. That's the Wild Wild West.
My autism is not appreciated in these halls.
I know. I prejudged you. I did prejudice on you, bro. I'm sorry.
It was an apt metaphor.
And for the record, I didn't prejudge you on your race, like that sort of prejudice. I prejudged you knowing you very well. So it's not the bad type of prejudice. It's like the more human type of prejudice.
No, and I get that part. That's something I understand and I live with. I'm okay.
It's for the listeners.
Yeah, I'm not. When you explain it like
when
that.
When I said I was prejudiced against you.
It's hard for me to argue against that. If a cop did pull me over and said that, no, not because you're black, but nigga, I'm fully aware of the...
We've been surveilling you for a long time.
You call life. Yeah, you're right. But all right, I guess I should finish this.
I don't think we have to. Like, it just goes on. Like, y'all, if you're listening and you want to hear more details, you can look up this AP article that AP was the one who went out and got these interviews with his family members, and the article just kind of goes on and lists more terrifying things.
I'm sure it will paint the picture that we already know.
Yeah.
Horrible man, works for ICE. Is he, wait, actually, let me go back because I guess I lost the plot a little. Is he being reprimanded for the...
No, so good question. So far, ICE itself has not acknowledged who... has which one of their officers pulled the trigger in this killing.
But he's going around.
Yes. So he is basically snitched on himself / his family has snitched on him. Talking to the news about, my fucking psycho ex-husband called and told me that he was one who killed this guy.
So you are a evil, rotten... you are evil and rotten. When people can't, it's so evil and rotten they can't control it. They're just on an evil, rotten path, and all the things that are happening to him are happening to him. This guy's so evil and rotten, he killed a man and then went home, and so evil and rotten, he's the type of guy to just tell his family, and his family feels he's so evil and rotten. They're like, fuck you, I'm telling other people how evil. We are forced to be around. This guy is just, his aura has to be just
Yeah.
Truly the worst.
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah, let's.
But yeah,
R.I.P.
this whole thing centered. I know we deviated a lot from the story, but yeah, it all revolves around another loss of life at the hands of ICE. So yeah, R.I.P. to Johan Sebastian Duran Guerrero. Terrible story. Another father, another person who apparently had a worker's permit. Just another regular person trying to provide for his family. Everything that is like a honorable way to live your life has been killed by our government. So we are now going to go back to a topic we've been talking about a lot, especially lately, which is Flock. I'm going to be reading here from 404 Media. Flock cameras, if you don't know, automatic license plate reader cameras that are all the pictures they take of our license plates are fed to one Flock system. Cops have access to them. They can track you intersection by intersection. Whether or not you have committed any crime, they have the ability to track us, and cops have immediately proven that they cannot handle that responsibility. Stalking women, pointing their guns at innocent people. But here, 404 Media is reporting on even further powers that cops have with their hands on Flock. So this article is titled, "How Cops Use Flock to Track People, Not Cars." Police departments around the country have used Flock cameras at least hundreds of times to search for specific people, not cars, using searches as heavy-set male with black and white hat, person on skateboard, and person wearing orange vest and construction hat, according to data reviewed by 404 Media. Sometimes searches reference a target's race or signs of their political affiliation.
I know we always say, look, the lens, probably one of the, I don't know how the audience feels, but I know just me, when I see my limits, my lens is pop culture. I see everything through a fucking cartoon lens. We mentioned Batman a lot, but this is literally the Lucius Fox Batman, you find anybody you want machine that Lucius Fox was like.
Oh yes, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman.
Say Morgan Freeman for me, bro. Sorry, Quincy.
Quincy knows. Quincy's
yeah, he was nodding. Yeah. You got Quincy on your corner here. For me, yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
Sorry, he embodied the role so much I didn't even see Morgan Freeman anymore.
I know, he's a good actor.
Lucius Fox.
You're not gonna hear any Morgan Freeman shit talking from me.
But yeah, no, it's literally like cartoon supervillain device, like
Yes.
the fucking. It's like hearing the G.I. Joe weather machine is real, which it is.
Yeah.
It is.
What do you mean?
It is. No, they have weather, they fuck with the ions in the atmosphere and they control the weather.
Yeah, you're right.
Matter of fact, the conspiracy is
I've heard about technology being
deployed on Iran.
Researched on this.
No, they use it for crops. It's like, I think it's a pretty open technology now.
Okay,
like they use it for crops and just rebuilding an area or whatever. Like it's now it's not like the 70s where it's like weather machine. It's like actual. We use this to artificially.
Not a Tucker Carlson talking point.
But
you're
even
talking
deeper.
about here.
Now this is a conspiracy. is the this is a Tucker Carlson talking point. Is that in the Israel
Love that guy, by the way.
Iran war, they believe like Iran hit Israel, so many Israel facilities that one of the facilities was a place that was used to mess with the crops in Iran and the rain in Iran and how much it gets. And so, and this is truly Twitter conspiracy. Like truly Reddit. But it was like the crops in Iran. Actually, I want to Google this. Have the crops in Iran grown since?
So, if I'm reading you correctly, Ashton is saying that the Jews control the weather? Is that what you're saying right now? I'm a little skeptical of Ashton and Tucker's claim here about ions or whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Turns
no,
out-
it's the ions. No, it's not anti-Semitic conspiracy. Look, the ions in the air, they shoot the ions.
Okay, first off, I want to say when it comes to Iran fertilizer thing, there is a food crisis there. No, they are not. They're not.
Yes, but that has to do with sanctions. And the other fertilizer issue has to do with the Strait of Hormuz.
So,
No special devices.
is there such thing as a weather machine?
All right.
We hear.
Yeah.
Weather control machine exists. Oh wait, no sci-fi weather machine can recreate a large scale cloud seeding. That's what I'm thinking of.
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding.
Okay.
They do.
And you're sure that's not like data servers? I gotta be honest. My faith in you on this is crumbling by the moment.
It's a weather modification technique used to enhance clouds' ability to produce rain or snow.
Okay.
It's a real.
Is it good? Does it work that good? I bet it doesn't work that good.
Usage and effectiveness. Effectiveness. According to the Desert Research Institute, cloud seeding can increase seasonal precipitation by about 10%. It cannot create clouds out of clear sky.
This is, by the way, someone's uncle on Thanksgiving, but Ashton's doing, by the way. No, it says right here that the ions they put into the sky, and they can cause rain and lightning and thunderstorms at will. It says right here. You can look it. So, I don't remember how we got the fucking weather control devices. We're talking about the surveillance states. Yes, the surveillance states. You know?
Thank you, Quincy. Yes.
In my opinion, the surveillance state doesn't need weather control to still be, an issue worthy of discussion.
I was just bringing up some shit I saw on the internet, dog.
I know you were.
I didn't say I believed the shit.
Sure.
I just said I seen this on the internet.
Yeah.
That don't necessarily mean I fuck with.
Yes.
Man, keep reading your little goddamn article. Read your little ass article about flocks.
No, look. I will tell you. Look, the original point you were making, that we are now in sci-fi territory of surveillance. I think, that is a great point, that most people aren't aware that we are, as we speak, entering a new phase of mass surveillance. That the past is what was like Patriot Act, simple, like, oh, they can read our texts if they want, they could read our emails, they could listen to our phone calls if they want. Now they are tracking our physical location.
They're creating
via video, like, and let me. Sorry, I just wanted to add that last part because they used to be able. Of course, they could track your phone, but now there is video surveillance of us wherever we go, whether it is these flock ALPR cameras or, as we'll discuss shortly, the police drones hovering above us.
It's pretty clear what's happening. They are engineering a society that is always being watched, so we always have to behave properly. And not to say behave properly, be, a good person. That being said, they're creating an environment to where whatever the governmental laws are at the time, if they'll go through your phone, they have a technology to see if you're not subscribing to or the belief system. We literally live in a society right now. Right now, this is like with Trump taking people off of registering like leftist ideology as like domestic terroristic threats, or like as a part of like terroristic like ideology. Even putting those in the same two worlds, it's like believing like people should have like sustainable living and housing, and just like the corporations shouldn't be able to make massive decisions for populations, and there should be billionaires should pay their fair share in taxes, or like wealth redistribution. And they're trying to make that ideology, radical left-wing ideology, as like a threat. It's a threat to our nation. And so we got to wipe out a threat. They use very violent language and accompanied with pure, good-hearted, like, ideology. They try to make it negative. They try to, like, make it bad. we've really entered the age where like the administration and people in power will stalk you and punish you for just your thoughts and the things you say. And now the technology is finally gonna like.
Yes. Well, I like that you brought up what you brought up about like the wealth distribution and all that, because it's capitalism running its course at the end of the day, right? Like the technology exists. So what's going to happen? People are going to try to make money off of it. What is the easiest, surefire way to maximize the profit you could make out of this technology if you are a tech company? Sell it to the military. Sell it to the cops. Sell it to these entities that have unlimited taxpayer money. They are going to pay for it because it's not even their money to begin with. They're going to give it to you. And then it just goes into play. There's no democracy here. There's no voting on this. It's just capitalism.
And I think capitalism
business.
I think capitalism is the engine that's like keeping it going. But I think if you watch the arc of what's happening, the power part is like, oh, well, the arc of this is capitalism is like, it's gathering all the parts and putting it together. But the thing that is creating is this state of like, everybody is going to be just, you're watched, you're tracked, anything you say, they know they have a behavioral algorithm that's can determine what you're thinking right now, and then maybe they'll categorize you in a section of should be watched, on the cusp of being watched, or let's keep watching what your digital footprint is, and create patterns about you, and do like literally in the area of Minority Report precog damn near.
Yeah, no, CIA literally is working on is doing this, making profiles of us that include our political affiliations based on our digital footprints online, and we and everyone is warning like these are not going to be accurate. This is just going to lead to more losses of Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment rights as we are surveilled, profiled, and targeted from more and more sides at once each passing day. So let's go back to this article.
Yeah.
So this article is about specifically the fact that, one of the defenses that cops will use about Flock tracking all of us as we drive around is that, hey, you're in public. Because you're in public, you can't be granted privacy. That is an argument. I think it's a bad argument because, there's one thing about being in public. There's another thing being followed and tracked when you have not been accused of committing any crime. So it's a bad argument, but that's still the argument they use. But this even derails that argument because this is showing how cops are using these flock cameras not just to track public vehicles, but to track the people inside those vehicles. So the searches highlight that while most people associate flock cameras with scanning license plates and tracking vehicles, some of the cameras are also capable of following the movements of particular people or groups of people. Flock's nationwide network of cameras let police officers in one state search for a vehicle across many other states at once. The people searches do a similar thing, typically on a smaller scale, sometimes querying many hundreds of cameras at once. These are called free-form searches and allow cops to use Flock's system as though they would use a search engine, with Flock's AI and image recognition interpreting what footage and which people are relevant to a police officer's search. This is fucking terrifying. All these quote-unquote license plate readers, cameras set up, which remember, the original way the public was sold these license plate reader cameras is that they are there to track stolen vehicles or help a kid who has been kidnapped. That's why we have these license plate camera readers set up. That's what we were sold years ago. Public generally was like, okay, that makes sense. Now we are in this area where all these cameras have AI attached to them, and these cops can just put in a query. Like it mentioned there, tall white guy wearing a backwards hat, and have access to the entire nationwide network of Flock, and it's going to do its AI thing and come up with matches and give it to them. And now these armed, many times lunatics are just going to go after these targets.
Dude, they are like building up each decade that goes by. I'm like, what is this? Is this police? I don't get why they need all of this. It's like, is the threat of like our American is crime this like each person is a supervillain?
It's such a great point. Yeah,
Like,
crime has gone down. Violent crime has gone down over the decades. And yeah, that's a great point. Like, shouldn't this surveillance, if we're being punished with this surveillance, can it at least like correlate to how good we're doing? We're doing good, police. We're not doing crimes as much as we was before.
And it's like not only that, but just like even at the level of crime that's happened, was the issue people weren't being surveilled enough, or were the issues systemic in like the things that cause crime? Not that the problem is people weren't being watched 24/7. It was the problem is people didn't have access to food and groceries and jobs and stuff like that. So,
well, my answer to your question is, back to what I was just saying a second ago. Like, there is no why, there is no thought. It's just the technology exists. And so how do you make money off of it? The biggest customer will be the state. Yes. So now we live under this. Why? Not because of crime, not because of safety, because it's simply possible now. And so when it comes to technology, comes money. All of a sudden now we're living under it merely because it's possible, and we live under this sort of wild, wild west capitalism with no guardrails. And so there is going to be the implementation of the technology will happen before there's any laws surrounding it, before there's any even discussion about it.
Yes.
Insane. But that was, again, we're having a lot of discussion this episode. That, So no, I'm saying we've already, I'm not going to read the rest of the article. We've gone through the gist of it. A lot of it goes through like many examples they found of these queries the police are putting into Flock that's just looking for people, individuals, and describing them, not cars, and again, relying on Flock's AI to give them these results that they can go guns drawn, head first, tears streaming down their face, scared for their lives, ready to make a split-second decision off of these fucking ChatGPT results they're getting from Flock.
Yeah, well, man, this age of tech and policing is going to be... I used to love tech so much. I used to love technology. Now, the past like 5 years...
You were like Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah, I could not wait.
I love technology.
I could not wait. I thought it was going to be like flying cars and like silver machines and shit. Like, and just like big ass like glossy skyscrapers and shit.
No.
It's just being watched.
Yeah.
No, people are just going to be looking at you the whole time. It's going to be weird.
Yeah.
We're going to give every cop in America the ability to stalk you via Flock nationwide.
That's the progress of the future, is that you can, with only 6 months of training, have the power now to watch everyone in your city.
You would think like this, like, because like when Edward Snowden made the big, did his big one and like said the NSA is watching you. I just thought that it was just like, a shadowy cabal of like people who wear robes, like and they're butt naked behind them.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah, when it's just like, my lord, my liege.
Yeah.
And they all have to like put like slit their wrist and they put it in like a bowl, and that's how they get access to the machine that allows them to become God of the world. Yeah. You thought like it would be like this big, but no, now every cop can just scan and just put on the fucking X-Men Cerebros helmet and like show me every Mexican.
Yeah.
And
now it's just some guy who's like, Iran's gonna learn one of these days. Yeah. Trust me. Trump, you need me? Let me know. Put me in.
Yeah, but all right, we'll go to this last article of the day, gang.
Same theme.
San Francisco via Wired magazine. A leak of San Francisco police drone footage exposes the new reality of urban surveillance. Just after noon on a Saturday last month, a Skydio X-10 quadcopter hovered about 200 feet over a San Francisco apartment complex, watching police chase a man hiding behind a parked car. The target of this manhunt lay down on the pavement, apparently unaware that he remained in full view of the flying eye overhead. The 5-pound drone had, in fact, already followed him across the city, zooming in on his black SUV's license plate, keeping the vehicle locked at the center of its video frame until he pulled over. Now it watched the police as they closed in and surrounded him. As the officers approached, the man adjusted his hiding spot, moving to the other side of the parked car. At the moment, however, another Skydio drone zoomed in on his location, one of 4 Skydio quadcopters that had followed the man in just the prior hour. Damn. The OJ chase would have been so different with these fucking.
Yeah.
This one had been called away from a nearby McDonald's where it had been watching 2 people who had exited the suspect's car a few minutes earlier and now began watching him from a second angle. Within seconds, 3 officers converged on the man, 2 pointing weapons at him, then tackled him as half a dozen more police arrived on the scene. Police records provided to Wired by the San Francisco Police Department show the entire street and sky response, followed by from what the SFPD described as an alleged auto bootstrap incident, the suspect theft of car parts of another object from a vehicle. Oh, sorry, I read that so crazy. Yeah. The suspected theft of car parts of another object from a vehicle. This technology reminds me, I think it's, okay, if you want my honest opinion, I think it's cool when you have this technology in video games.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm like playing Cyberpunk and I can before I go in, before I take out these bad guys, I'm going to send in my aerial drone and fucking, have him spy on the, get the drop on him and give me all the data I need. But I like that in the video games because I don't have to live in that fucking world.
Yeah.
I don't have to live in a world where random rogue has surveillance tech where they could just throw up some shit and now they're watching me from a fucking angle. We put the drone crawled through his pipes and saw his asshole.
Yeah, because there's exactly. That's what I was about to say. Now I don't even have to say it.
The drone made its way through his plumbing.
Well, I mean, they mentioned it's a 5-pound drone. I mean, that's impressive technology.
Oh, no, they're going to keep refining.
Yes.
They're going to keep optimizing until the drone is it's a predator, until it's a literal invisible, you don't even know that it's...
So before we get deeper into our conversation, can you just read the next little paragraph? So I think it gets into our side of the conversation.
The glimpse of modern drone-enabled police surveillance, including the highly sensitive video of this man's physical takedown, wasn't voluntarily released by the SFPD, which, like most U.S. police departments, rarely release drone videos, even in response to public records requests. Instead, it was accidentally live streamed onto the open internet via Skydio's website. That's where 2 security researchers, Sam Curry and Mike Robert, discovered that the SFPD was leaking all of the real-time footage from 5 of its surveillance drones, including both color and thermal imaging, accompanying location metadata, and the drone pilot's name and email addresses. Damn.
Yeah.
To anyone who merely found the public web address where the videos were hosted.
Yeah.
Talk about just negligence. Yeah. Just complete and utter. That's wild.
Yeah. So it brings us to, it brings us to a lot of things we could say. Broadly, okay, the article opens with a story of drones, seeming to help police catch, we'll say catch a bad guy, catch a car thief. But at what cost? At what cost? Because again, like you said, Ashton, this drone isn't just pinpointing on the bad guys and going and making sure officers are safely apprehending them. These drones are watching all of us. And it's in the hands of every police officer. Theoretically, it could be in the hands of every police officer. We've already covered a story. I believe it was in Colorado where that woman she had just showered. She was in the comfort of her own home.
And the drone
looks out the window, police drone.
Yeah.
Right? And again, one of our themes of today, as this technology becomes more available, we should just assume it's a given. It's going to be implemented onto us right away. There's not been a state entity that has shown to us they have any sort of apprehension on any of this whatsoever.
No legislation being enacted. No politician being like, "Hey, this is wrong." It's just news. There's so many things that are going crazy. Is this a conspiracy theory? Is Israel and America's military merging?
That is not a conspiracy theory. That is a bill that is in Congress right now, attached to the big defense reauthorization. But yeah, it is
I don't
to
feel
integrate for our military and the Israeli military to be more officially integrated and more officially as one entity.
Why don't we do that with Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
What other allies do we have? Let's do it with England too. Why is it?
Why don't we do it? Why don't we do it?
Active genocide.
Why don't we do it with a country that we all can see is deliberately trying to gain influence over us?
Yeah.
Spending billions of dollars.
The most goofy second grade propaganda that you ever seen. This is like the propaganda. It's just like you're on the wrong side of history, and it's someone keeps trying to like convince you otherwise. They're trying like, dude, I'm not. The propaganda, the thing with they're spending all these millions, and it's not even good.
Yeah,
it's not convincing. Just kids everywhere are just like, no, fuck Israel. What are you? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
They sent clavicular, whatever his name was, clavicular. Did you see the clavicular shit?
I did not know clavicular was going over.
He
there.
went literally. Oh my god, you are going to love this story. You are going to love this story.
All right, let's hear about
brother. Oh my god.
Tell us.
So clavicular went over to Israel
Yeah.
to do Hasbara. Like openly admitted it on camera, and they were like, "Who's paying you to be here?" And he's like, "I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say. I can't say.
You'll never guess."
And so he's going over there. They get this Gen Z big mega influencer to go over there, and like he's literally there, like, man, everyone's saying all this stuff about Israel. Israel's awesome. The chicks are hot. The scene, the nightclubbing is so cool. They got a lot of hot chicks. Like he kept saying that, like, and that was like his whole thing. Meanwhile, a girl comes on. The hot chick he's talking about is this girl who comes up, and she's like, you want to know how she's hitting on him? And she's like, look at my phone. I have access to the IDF's Instagram. And she's like opening
what?
Yeah, literally. She's like, look at my phone.
Yeah.
Completely. That girl is dead now. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she got in so much trouble.
Yeah.
But what happened is he was doing the press runs while he's like, literally, Motive is going there to big up Israel. Getting there. He's like, this is awesome. I love this place. Starts his press run. They all start hitting him with, why'd you say Heil Hitler in a club? And he's like, come on, man. Why are you? Why don't we talk about all the good that's happening here? And he's just getting hammered by their press. Rightfully so, nigga. You yelled Heil Hitler in a nightclub. Then you go to a fucking Jewish enclave. What do you like? So. They're like completely does the immediate look of like, oh, Israel's getting good press, immediate flip to bad press, because he's like, why don't you apologize for saying Heil Hitler in a nightclub? And he's like, why don't you apologize for wasting my time for bringing me on here? Like he's talking to an Israeli newscaster.
I pledge my allegiance to the Islamic Jihad in the Jenin refugee camp. What do you think about that?
No, he literally walked away. He's like, I'm leaving Israel. He left the next day. Literally left it, and it's just like they shoot themselves in the foot after they shoot a baby. But
I mean, I think like going back to like our topic at hand, like Israel's a good thing to bring up when we're talking about drones. I mean, what our foreign policy eventually comes back with us, and a further integration with Israel is like, okay, if the imperial boomerang, this concept, which, we have a bunch of instances, a bunch of things to back up this narrative that what we put out in our foreign policy eventually becomes domestic policy, right? We've seen that with police drones, with militarized police, with the ICE like concentration camps. But now imagine that our military becomes more integrated with Israel's military. Now our foreign policy, rather than facilitating genocide, now we are directly doing genocide. Now our foreign policy becomes Israel's foreign policy. That's going to make this whole imperial boomerang thing that people on the left talk about all the time, it's going to make it that much worse. And it's already a thing. Like, Israel, one of their biggest like industries is tech. Surveillance tech specifically. How do they have such a good surveillance tech industry? Because they get to test out surveillance on the people they occupy. It's a very dystopian, dark thing to be like, yeah, we have these people caged over here, and hey, we coincidentally have this pioneering surveillance industry that the U.S. is a big customer of. So even on this story about San Francisco's drone program, Israel is only 1 degree away from being like a relevant actor here.
I'll continue the article. Shit, if I can find where I was. Sorry, scroll down.
This glimpse of modern drone-enabled police surveillance, including the highly sensitive video of the man's physical... we already read that. Sorry. Oh, no, we haven't.
No, we haven't. Yeah, but like Jaffer was saying, this glimpse of modern drone-enabled police surveillance, including the highly sensitive video of the man's physical takedown, wasn't voluntarily released by the SFPD, which, like most U.S. police departments, rarely release drone videos, even in response to public record requests. Instead, we have read all this.
You just keep reading.
Okay. Instead,
it was accidentally live streamed
onto the open internet via Skydeal's website. That's where 2 security researchers, Sam Curry and Malik Robert, discovered that the SFPD was leaking all the real-time footage from 5 of its surveillance drones, including both color and thermal imaging, accompanying location metadata, and the drone pilots' names and email addresses to anyone who merely found the public web address where the videos were hosted. Curry and Roberts say they reported the discovery to Skydio around 2 days after discovering it, and it was quickly taken offline. By then, though, the researchers had watched police carry out what appeared to be multiple arrests and searches, as well as tracking cars and individuals from the sky, all visible at a fully public web address. The archive Curry and Robert captured offers a detailed record of SFPD drone operations over about 48 hours in mid-June. It includes 60 videos from 20 separate flights, with each mission recorded from 3 feeds, a color camera, a thermal camera that renders people as heat signatures, and a third view from the drone's rooftop dock. Wired analyzed all 20 color videos with software that detects people, vehicles, and other objects and images. The review found that the cameras had filmed hundreds of people and vehicles across the 20 flights. In a single frame, as a drone hovered over a downtown intersection, the software counted 34 people crossing the street or standing on the sidewalks. Across all these videos, the footage showed clear faces of dozens of people.
Okay, so yeah, I think we could cut off reading from the article there for time. Again, it just goes into more details about all this, but a point we haven't touched on yet that we need to, that's very relevant here, is not only are we giving this power to the police who have already proven they are generally not worthy of this power when it comes to ethics. Another example of they also are incompetent. They gave these people, these researchers, they're not hackers. They went and found
just an open website.
Their public leaking of live drone footage.
So someone must have they probably thought it was going to be unlisted if you don't. But how do you even? Damn.
Yeah, the article details it, but we don't have time to go into it. But it doesn't really matter. The point is, it was an easy thing that they messed up. It was not the company's fault. The company did not make an error. The police made an error in using the company's technology.
So it's one thing to have this technology that no one publicly benefits us outside of the excuse of crime. It'll lower crime, but crime's already lowering with socioeconomic factors taking root. But it's not only do we not want this thing, these people are negligent. They're using it and they're being negligent with it. Yeah. You can just be stalked. You can just be people. The last thing I underestimate, I recognize how good people are with data. And with somebody, the right person is going to find that footage and know what to do with it and know how to stalk people and know how to just, use it to their benefit, whether it be good or bad. And we can only hope it's only the most positive things can come from it, but that's the dangers of leaking live, 24-hour live stream of people. You're putting people at risk. We can only hope that people do the right thing.
Yeah. At a certain point in the article, it talks about like watching all this footage they had and like what they not learn from it, but like what they felt from that. And just like, there was a drone that it was like, oh, there we got a suspect of this crime, da da da. And so the drone went and found the guy and just followed him around. Turns out apparently wasn't the guy because no police was called over him.
But you don't even know
for a
you're
while,
being followed.
exactly, didn't even know. They said none of the people that they watched, that they literally watched going about their day, ever looked up. None of them noticed they were being followed. And so this guy, these readers were sitting and watching this guy on his lunch break outside, sitting on the roof of his company office, thinking he was totally alone, enjoying his lunch. He wasn't. He was being watched potentially by anyone because they're leaking this shit.
I saw in NYPD they put out a post like literally yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it was of the drone. They were brazenly showing drone footage capturing these two like kids who were hiding under this thing, and they had a gun, and they were able to like zoom in and see the gun, and so they're Wired. Some of these officers, they're coming out with it. NYPD is coming out with a drone, like proudly showing their drone footage, which is just horrifying.
Crazy. Yeah.
But guys, that was a fun pod. We did it. We made it to the end. Love you.
Thanks for listening. Sign up for our Patreon. $5 a month. You get a weekly bonus episode. That's what we're going to record right now.
Bye.